Hey everybody, David here, and today I need to talk about this whole MCU news that came out on Saturday at San Diego Comic-Con. It was news that blew everybody's mind, including mine. I was just reading it on Twitter as it was going on, and I couldn't take my eyes off it, and you can bet there were a lot of jaw-dropping moments just reading it. Of course, I took my time thinking about this video, what I was going to say about my feelings, theories, all that. And I did go and watch the panels this morning as soon as I could. As soon as they were up and available, I watched every segment of that presentation from Kevin Feige. So let us get right into this. I'm going to talk about each of these movies and Disney Plus streaming service shows from Marvel one by one in the order that they're going to be released, because they did have a layout on how these movies were coming out. And this is Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Phase 4 is going to be in the span of 2 years, unlike Phase 3, which took 4 years to complete from 2016 to 2019. That was starting from Civil War all the way to Spider-Man Far From Home. Starting on May 1st, 2020, we are going to get the Black Widow movie. We kind of already knew this. They have already begun filming, as we know that. And it looks like one little theory is right, that Taskmaster will be the main villain of that film. Now, I don't know too much about the character. I have read up on the character that he can like absorb or other characters' abilities and use it against them. So that could be really cool. I heard from people that saw the footage down in Comic-Con that the action sequence that they showed looked really great. It is also confirmed that this movie will take place right after Civil War, so that would be before Infinity War as well. We already have 2 other movies that take place literally right after Civil War, Black Panther and Spider-Man Homecoming. So this movie, I guess, would be going on along the same time as those 2 films, roughly around the same time. So that's Black Widow. The next one we're going to talk about is Falcon and Winter Soldier for the Disney Plus streaming service. Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan are both going to return for this one. This was rumored. A lot of these have been in the rumor mill for some time. They weren't officially confirmed, but they were lingering around. Spoilers have been, not spoilers, but news has been dropping from them from the inside of the studio, and these are finally all confirmed. And what is also confirmed is that Daniel Bruhl will be in the series as well. I'm guessing Emily Von Camp will return as Sharon Carter. I'm guessing that's going to be true. They didn't officially confirm her there, but yes, Daniel Bruhl was there on screen. And they did confirm that we are going to see him in his official Zemo costume, because in Captain America Civil War, Zemo never had a costume. In this show, Zemo is going to have a costume, so that's going to be really cool for fans who really want to see Zemo go full Zemo. We're going to get that. Next up is the Eternals. I don't know too much about the Eternals, but you know what? It was exactly like Guardians of the Galaxy, where we didn't know anything about them either. I'll probably have to get a comic, but what they are saying is that they're going to go full Jack Kirby. And for you comic book purists, I know a lot of comic book purists love Jack Kirby. You know how I know? Because my brother is a huge Jack Kirby fan and knows his art style. And is inspired by his work, because my brother is also a comic book artist. So there you go. And yes, so when he heard they're going full Jack Kirby with this one, he got really excited. It was cool seeing Angelina Jolie on stage, and finally officially confirmed for her. Selma Hayek is going to be in this movie as well. There's another big actor I'm forgetting about right now, but yes, so let us move on. The Eternals I'm looking forward to, obviously, because I don't know nothing about them. But this next one, I don't know nothing about either, but I'm still very excited. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. That's right, the Ten Rings, the terrorist organization that kidnapped Tony Stark back in Iron Man 1, are returning. And you guessed it, if you always wanted to see the real Mandarin, Kevin Feige confirmed that the real Mandarin will be in this film, and this is going to star an Asian cast with an Asian director, so that's really cool. More diversity into the MCU is very much welcome. More diversity in anything is very much welcome, and I'm looking forward to seeing the real Mandarin finally make his debut on screen. I'm sad that Iron Man is not going to be there to face him, but I have a feeling, here's a theory, I have a feeling Rhodey, War Machine, might show up, because this whole presentation did not mention where we're going to see Rhodey, War Machine next. Maybe we won't see him at all, Rhodes is out there in the world. Maybe he gave up fighting after Tony died, who knows, but I think this is a perfect movie to throw him in there to help Shang-Chi in his battle against the Mandarin. I'm looking forward to this movie, and I think it's even more cool that the actor who's playing Shang-Chi, I forgot his name right now, and I don't want to screw it up, so I'm not going to pronounce it, but he is from Toronto, so yes, more representation from Canada, Toronto. That's really cool. I'm always happy when I hear an actor is from Toronto, representing my home city, so there we go. Moving on to the next one is a Disney Plus series. It's WandaVision. WandaVision, really looking forward to. They have confirmed that Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany will obviously both be returning, if that wasn't obvious enough. But what is an interesting casting decision is that we're going to see... Oh, I forgot the character's name. Rambo? It was the little girl from Captain Marvel. We are going to get a grown-up version of her character, played by a new actress who's going to take over that role, much older. So the last time that character was seen was back in 1995. She's going to be all grown up now in 2023. That's really cool, I think. A nice little connection back to Captain Marvel. And there's one more connection. Apparently WandaVision ties into something else, but I'll get into that right after this one. The next one, I have Loki. Loki was confirmed there. Obviously, we kind of knew that because I think it was confirmed that or at least leaked photos showed that they were already filming, and some production stills, I think, as well. So it looks like, Loki we kind of knew, and that this would be the 2012 Loki from the alternate timeline that escaped, and the show will take place after Endgame, which, does that mean he came to our timeline? That wouldn't make sense. But we'll see. We'll see what the show does. Next is the thing that WandaVision is connected to, and I'll explain why. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. This is really cool because we're going to explore more of the multiverse, thanks to Doctor Strange. Into what capacity, we have no idea yet, but they are saying this one's going to take a more scarier approach, so more of a horror-ish vibe to it. They said that kind of about the first Doctor Strange, but I think they said this one they want to try to make it more scarier, so probably not too scary, because they are saying it's still going to be PG-13, but it's going to be, I'm really excited. And how is WandaVision connecting to this? Well, apparently whatever happens in WandaVision is going to affect this movie in some capacity, and Elizabeth Olsen will be in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness as Scarlet Witch. So, yes, she will be back in this one. So it looks like she's going to still return to the film. I'm so happy about that. I love Scarlet Witch. I think after Age of Ultron, she's gotten better and better, especially in the hands of the Russo brothers. And now I'm looking forward to seeing her return in Doctor Strange and her own series. So there we go. Ignore the dog. And we are going to move on. There is a what if, animated series that's going to be on the Disney Plus network. And they did confirm that the Watcher, voiced by... Oh man, I forgot the actor's name. I'm terrible today, guys. But the Watcher will be, I guess, a main character in the show, and that of several of the actors from the MCU, like Chris Hemsworth and Michael B. Jordan was dropped as names, will reprise their roles in this animated show. And what if you can't tell by the title, it's kind of like what if Loki got Thor's hammer instead of Thor, or what if I guess Michael B. Jordan's character, what if Killmonger wasn't abandoned and he was grown up? He did grow up in Wakanda. Did he become friends with T'Challa? Sorry. Questions like that, they could play around with, mix up the mythology of the MCU, things that could have been, which could be a lot of fun. Next up, the Disney Plus Hawkeye series. That's finally confirmed. That was a rumor before only. This is officially confirmed now, and Jeremy Renner was there, and they did confirm that Kate Bishop will be the new Hawkeye that Clint Barton will be training, and he will continue on as Ronin while training this new Hawkeye, Kate Bishop character, who I feel sorry for Jeremy Renner. I feel like he knows his character is like the least popular character, because he was like, oh, don't worry, they're gonna have the better version of Hawkeye, and I'm like, come on, your character's not that bad. I think some people over-exaggerate on his character. I actually liked him a lot more in Endgame, so there you go. Finally, Thor: Love and Thunder. Yes, the fourth Thor movie is coming, and the biggest surprise about this one, because I talked about this like literally just this week for Thor, that it was officially coming together, that Taika Waititi is coming back, but the big thing that surprised everybody about this one was it might not really just center on Thor, Chris Hemsworth's character. It looks like Natalie Portman is returning, and she is going to be the female Thor. Now, they also said that Valkyrie will be back, played by Tessa Thompson. She was there too. And that she is going to be officially one of the first LGBTQ characters. It is my theory that if some of you are worried that Thor and Jane are going to get back together in this movie, it is my theory, because Tessa Thompson said that, Valkyrie is probably going to need a queen to stand now that she's the new king of Asgard, right? It is my theory that I think Thor isn't going to end up with anybody by the end of this movie. Thor is going to be still loveless. I think Jane is going to end up with Valkyrie by the end of this. That's my theory right now. So there you go. So those were the confirmed on-the-screen series and movies that Disney Plus has confirmed. So once again, we're getting 2 movies in 2020, and we're getting 3 movies in 2021. Yes. So Black Widow and The Eternals will be in 2020. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and Thor: Love and Thunder will be in 2021. And so right after that presentation was over, Kevin Feige, he loves teasing the audience. So what does he do? He says, oh, and by the way, I didn't have time to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and Captain Marvel 2 and Black Panther 2. I found it interesting that he never mentioned Ant-Man, so I don't know if we're going to get an Ant-Man 3. I hope so, because I enjoyed the first 2 Ant-Man movies. Like I said, Ant-Man and the Wasp might be my least favorite of MCU movie right now, but I still really did enjoy it. I thought it was a lot of fun. So I'm hoping they find a way to make Ant-Man 3 work. But right after that, he teases the audience by saying, oh, and by the way, we're also in pre-production right now on Fantastic 4, and the audience loses their mind. I lost my mind when I read that. At first I was like, what? Oh, come on. He probably just said, oh, Fantastic Four is going to be a while away. But no, he says, no, we're in pre-production, so holy shit. And he teased mutants also, and some mutants as well, so hinting that the X-Men are also probably in pre-production right now, planning the way how they're going to enter the MCU. And just when you thought that could have been the cherry on top of the night, right? He brings out Mahershala Ali on stage, and Mahershala Ali comes and puts on a cap. The cap reads Blade. The lights go dark, and the lights come back up, and Blade is on the screen, and the crowd goes wild. I lost my mind when I heard that that Blade is coming to the MCU. Let's put it that way. Now, I guess this finally officially confirms that Luke Cage and the Netflix shows are officially not canon, and it looks like maybe even Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Soon too, because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is coming to an end, and makes me sad because. But I think I understand why, is because Kevin Feige is not officially on board with those shows. Like, he's not the producer of those shows. He has no control over them, so it's harder to connect them. But now that he's in charge of these Disney Plus shows, he has more of a gripe, and it looks like they're putting a bigger budget into these Disney Plus TV series, so they're going all in, and it makes me really excited for the future of the MCU. I'm definitely going to be watching all these Disney Plus shows, so I have a lot of homework to do coming up in the future, but it's the best homework that I can possibly do, and you can probably bet that I'll be doing a lot of how-to-watch videos in the coming future, so it's going to be a good 2 years, man. It's looking good. It's looking good. So, guys, comment below. Tell me your favorite things that happened at San Diego Comic-Con with this presentation. What are you excited for most? I'm definitely excited for... I don't even know what to even talk about because this whole list is fantastic. Blade is confirmed, by the way, to not be in Phase 4, which means it will probably come out 2022 or 2023. I do have a theory, though, that why they probably announced him earlier. I think we are going to see Blade pop in to one of these films that are already listed, and that way set him up for his own film down the line. And I think the movie to do that will be Doctor Strange. I think it is possible we could see Blade in a Doctor Strange film. So maybe I'll make a separate video on that, talk about it a little bit more. I don't know. But there you go, guys. That was my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's talk about this whole list, because I'm super excited about it, and I know a lot of other people are too. So until next time, everybody, I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, especially if you're a huge fan of the MCU like I am. And until next time, take care.